Hello and welcome! It is time for another modern stream, and today is Friday, so it is Know Thy Enemy Day. So we're gonna be playing some, I guess non-amulet decks would be a fine way to describe them. But the idea is to let's actually fix this real quick. There we go. The idea is to play decks that are actually not there are tier decks that are basically we learn to play from their side of the battlefield as a way to understand a little bit better how to fight it from the amulet side. So what we're going to be playing today is Harlan Firer's. If you are probably familiar with Harlan, he is great. And he is very well known for playing control decks of sorts, or Uroza decks. This is definitely Harlan's wheelhouse. And what we have today is a Lurrus deck. It's kind of like similar to what I was brewing with yesterday, but this is Harlan's list, so it's probably great instead of mine that probably was terrible. We have Lurrus, and our only creatures include 3 Snapcaster Mages. That's it. This is how we're winning the game. But we have a ton of spells. We have discard spells in the form of Inquisition, removal with Fatal Push and Seal of Fire. Seal of Fire, of course, a very nice combo with Lurrus. Actually, super powerful combo. Astrolabe, Nihil Spellbox in the main deck in order to fight opposing Lurrus while also being able to give us a shot against Dredge and stuff like that. Spell Snare right now is in a great seems like a good time to redeem. Fair, alright, so I read your mind, Harlan. I think Spell Snare is in a great spot right now. Lurrus is forcing everybody to play 1 and 2 mana cards, and just Spell Snare is just so good at countering those. I could even see, like, I always loved how Ryan Overturf would always be jamming full Spell Snare in his lists, and if he would do something like that today, I would not call him crazy. I would probably still call him crazy, but like it would be a little bit more justifiable. So yeah, I think Spell Snare is actually great right now. Mana Leaks, and then a couple of counter magic in the form of Archmage's Storm and Cryptic Command. Coldogon's Command is a way that we can use to rebuy our Lurrus if it happens to die. So I think that having access to a couple of Coldogon's Command / Unearth is going to be pretty important in any kind of Lurrus control deck. So big fan of adding this card. And honestly, it's like the only thing that we're really splashing here. We're just splashing for Coldogon's Command and Seal of Fire. However, these cards are so powerful in the way that they interact with Lurrus that it's probably just worth doing. The mana base is pretty straightforward. We have a bunch of snow-covered lands because we're playing Astrolabe. And then we are running 2 copies of Mystic Sanctuary. We only have 3 lands that are not islands, so hopefully Mystic Sanctuary is going to be fine. But yeah. The sideboard includes a 3rd copy of Force against the combo decks, Mystical Dispute for mirror matches and the control decks, Aether Gust against Titan decks, Mono Red, etc. Brutality against aggressive decks, which are very prevalent right now. I think actually Brutality is one of the best cards in the color black. Definitely the best card in this color combination for sure. But this might actually just be one of the best sideboard cards against aggro right now. Thoughtseize against combo, probably against Primeval Titan decks and stuff. Engineering Explosives, another really nice combo with Lurrus. Unfortunately, you can only Engineering Explosives for 2. When you bring it back with Lurrus, that's how that interaction works, so we cannot engineer explosives for more than 2 if we are bringing it back from the graveyard, which is a little bit sad, but it's still a very powerful inclusion. And, well, a 3rd copy of Nihil Spellbomb and 1 of Dead of Winter. So, yeah, good stuff. All right, let's fire it up. Lurrus Grixis, yes. Let's go, baby. Yeah, this is actually what I was tinkering with yesterday. Something like this. But then I looked at at Harlan's list, and it looked a lot better. So yeah. All right, let's go. This sand looks incredible, so let's keep it. So I guess that we're just gonna play the bubble, and regardless, we're gonna lead on Astrolabe here. So I guess that it doesn't really. We're okay. So now this makes me want to wait a turn to crack this bubble, unless we're playing a combo deck or something. Okay, so we're playing against Burn. Or not. Okay. One of Watering Fermero be something this deck could use as an alternate win condition. I think so. So there's a Scalding Tarn off top. Do we want another land? I think we actually might want another land. So I think I'm just going to play out some stuff here. Yeah, because this land actually enables me to start getting back things like it enables me to activate Mystic Sanctuary, basically. Sure, let's do this. K-Command is showing Astrolabe, definitely not out of the picture, by the way. My opponent did not reveal a companion, though, so what are they doing? Wow. Jeskai Triumph? But they have the Bloodstained Mire? I am so confused right now. I'm just gonna draw 2. We can put this on top and draw it with the opt, so it's not a bad draw. Control mirrors, you love to see them. Omen of the Sea? Is this forcible? I don't think so. Oh, this must be Saheeli. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, that makes sense. This is the Saheeli deck. Do you want a K-Command? No. So I think I'm gonna... Should we opt first? I think we should opt first. Bottom a land. Draw a land. Draw Archmage's Charm. Yes. We get snap opt here. I think I actually like that. Puts pressure. Gives me potential value with Lurrus. Remand? Yeah, sure. That's pretty good, I think. I think this is looking good for now. We have been hitting our land drops. We have a ton of cards in hand. Instead, we're gonna attempt to draw 2 again. Just so much card advantage. It's insane. Like, if our opponent counters this, we literally don't care. Alright, sweet. Do we just jam a Lurrus here? We would get 1 draw from the bubble, then we can buy it back, which allows us to play at instant speed. I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that. So we can't really die because we have access to Force of Negation. So that's nice. And now we have made it so my opponent cannot get value. We basically made my opponent discard a card there. We also cannot get comboed out because of this Seal of Fire, which is pretty pog. I'm gonna wait for them to fetch. Dwarven 9. Oh wow. So we're just playing against. Alright, so I guess it's a different combo deck. Good to know. I joined a Lightning Bolt, that's fine. We can just get back. We can just use Gate Command. So do we pitch? It's fine. Oh, they cannot combo off because the thing targets. Oh, that's hilarious. So this Seal of Fire is basically is blanking my opponent's deck right now. Wow. Got him. Oh my god, Seal of Fire. Jeez. That's insane. That is so cool. All right. So we're just gonna K command back the Lurrus, making my opponent discard. Get back Lurrus, you discard. Black, red, and 1. Oh, I punted here. Cause now I don't have red mana. Whoops. That is hilarious. Yeah, that was actually a mistake. Now I cannot get back the Seal of Fire. So I guess that I'm not gonna go for it. So next turn we're going to cast the Lurrus and then cast the Seal of Fire. Right now we're holding up Archmage's Charm plus. I mean, we can just push this. Yeah, our opponent's deck seems to not be particularly well positioned against ours. I would imagine that they have some pretty good sideboard plan, however. That seems like something I might be interested in countering. Remand. So I guess I force the Luca? Because that means that I can actually get back this in my hand, which means I can draw 2. So that seems great. So force, counter Luca. Then remand resolves. Thank you. And now we're gonna get attack for 1. Good job, Dwarf. Good old Dwarf doing an honest work over there. So we can put... So black, 1, cast Lurrus. We're gonna cast Seal of Fire, which means my opponent cannot combo me out. And do I want to? I think I want to put the Force on top. I actually don't. That's not a bad draw. Opponent down to 3 cards. Luca. Mystic Sanctuary, put Force on top. My favorite part is how if this Luca resolves, it kind of doesn't do anything. I guess they could plus, but they probably have no creatures in the deck. Because like we have already the Luca covered because of the Seal of Fire. That's hilarious. All right, so we draw the force, we cast the bubble, we can start getting in there. Okay, so we're gonna see what we draw. Arcum's Astrolabe. Sure. We'll love to draw a Cryptic or something like that. Another Dwarven Mine. Oh my god. Two cards on the bottom. Not particularly surprising for that to be the case. Like, my opponent probably has a lot of air in their deck right now. I guess they can, I mean, they can play around. They can play around Mana Leak, alright. Cast this. See what's on top. Cryptic. Another Astrolabe. All the Astrolabes. Can't ever lose anymore now, right? Both Seal of Fires are here. Damn, it's so good. Well, I guess I should have sequenced differently, right? If I had sequenced differently, I could have just set up lethal for this turn. That's fine. That is okay. Bolt. Bottom that. Fatal Push. That is actually kind of annoying. I think I actually do force this. Mostly because, like, even if my opponent has a Luca, we just beat it very, very easily. Like, what's the worst case scenario here? Like, what can my opponent have, right? A remand? They can remand my Lightning Bolt? Yeah, it just doesn't matter. My opponent agrees with me. Okay, so Force seems good. Dispute and Gust also seem pretty good, and so does Thoughtseize. Damn, my entire deck is just busted against my opponent's deck. Spellbomb seems pretty medium. Snare counters. Snare counters Remand very nicely. Yeah, we kind of bullied my opponent a little bit there. We kind of bullied my opponent a little bit, which is nice. Which is nice. All right. How can you get the Cyberguard? You need to join the Discord, the TL. Good morning to you as well. And then you have to link go to settings and link your Twitch and Discord accounts. And then after a couple of hours, it updates every couple of hours. And then you can access the sub-only channels. And that's where you're going to find the Cyberguard. Do you think it's safe to buy companions in paper? Will Lurrus be banned in Modern? I think and I hope that it will be banned. In before force? Can you imagine my opponent forced me here? That would be so next level. Okay, that's a great draw. So next turn we're going to be Thoughtseize probably. How do I deal with Tron? I have no idea. This is literally my first time playing this deck, so... in before Veil of Summer? That would be insane. Okay, so what do we got? Electrolyze! Wow, do you remember Electrolyze? Why did my opponent not slam the Rest in Peace? That would have been so hard to deal with. I really was not prepared for Rest in Peace there. Well, I'm very happy they did not slam that Rest in Peace, because that would have been potentially problematic. Mismatching Snow-Covered Mountain, a classic. I don't think I want to opt just yet. Yeah, we're just hitting our land drops nicely. So this can potentially be a Mystic Sanctuary down the line. Electrolyze. Should we just gust this just to use our mana? Yeah, it plays around the spell snare that my opponent has in hand very nicely. Gonna get a Water Grave here. Gonna dispute this bad boy. We have perfect information about my opponent's hand, which is nice. Mana leak is not horrible, I guess. It's not good either. What is gonna be banned? I would expect Lurrus to be banned. It's just a little bit too much, you know? And it's the worst kind of too much. Which turns it into a problem. Okay. So we have Snare, Dispute, Electrolyze. Next turn, my opponent's going to have double blue mana, though. Remand off the top, okay. Oh, wait. Did it... Jeez. Yeah, we're going to gust this. My opponent's probably going to snare. And then we're going to mana leak the Nahiri. I honestly forgot to check whether they put the... Yeah, okay, so they bottomed the Electrolyze, so they don't have Electrolyze anymore. So their hand right now is Mystical Dispute plus Remand. Is this the turn that I use to Lurrus? I think it... I guess I can opt first. I kind of want to find an answer to this fella. So I think I'm going to opt first, because if we find a seal, we're golden. So I have perfect information about that. I don't think I want Snapcaster, actually. I guess I'm drawing Snapcaster. Because if they do find, like if I allow them to untap and they do find the combo piece, then I lose. So I think I'm just going to bounce this and draw a card. So now my opponent actually they cannot win next turn. Like there's just no combination of cards that allows them to win. And now I can play the Lurrus on the following turn if I want to. Okay, so they drew a Mire. Just a little bit annoying. So if I play Lurrus, that's 3 mana. Then I have... No, I don't have access to anything. Just gonna bubble myself. Snow-covered swamp. Yeah, no thank you. So I think we're gonna put... Dispute on top of my deck. Yeah, we're gonna put Dispute on top of my deck. So now we're gonna have access to Dispute plus Snap Dispute. And if they don't do anything, I just play Snapcaster instead. I guess I can play now. Answer this guy. You don't have to become the monster. What are you talking about? This is great. This is great. We just allow this to resolve. We cannot get comboed now. If we take the 1 damage, we don't care. And now we can actually play Lurrus and protect it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what's up, baby. So we're going to Lurrus. Luca off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they can actually Luca here. It's pretty good for them. Just laminate. I think the best thing I can do is I can Dispute this Luca, because it plays around Spell Snare and it also plays around Remand. Because if they Remand, I guess it doesn't play around Remand, never mind. Okay. Now we got to untap, so this game is effectively over. Yeah, we're just done here. We are just done, because this dude has lifelink. Can you believe this guy has lifelink? What the hell, man? Okay, so 2 damage. You discard the card. Black, red, 1. They got another Luca. Nice. Alright, so now they're gonna draw a mountain and they're probably gonna concede. Yeah, this game is done. That was cool. That was a great first game right there. Stay by Lurrus, hopefully they will ban once over the time unloading. Yeah, sure, Lyra Legend. Yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't they? Saying the campaigns have made Modern a lot better. Yeah, sure. But Corey and Ross also work for Star City Games with which wants to sell you cards from, you know, so Take that with a grain of salt. Swift Spear. We're gonna take a lot of damage from this guy, so... Mountain. Do I need to shock here? I feel like I need to shock. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shock. I might get punished by this. But with them being on the play, like, I don't think I can afford for my mana to suck. Deck looked pretty nasty there. It kind of did. It kind of did. The version that I was tinkering with yesterday looked something like this. So we can actually take a lot more advantage of Lurrus. However, the mana is a lot more complicated to figure out. Yeah, you gotta Seal of Fire. That's... okay. It's not great, but I'm gonna play the Delta here because if my opponent doesn't play anything that is worth countering, I can at least get a tapped Watery Grape. Well, that is something worth countering. Maybe I should have actually gotten a Swamp there. We're probably still pretty far away from Lurrus, though. The problem, oh yeah, I think I should have gotten it. I should have played the Fetchland there. I'm thinking about it, and I feel like our answer to my opponent's Lurrus is my own Lurrus. I really hope they don't just slam Lurrus when they untap. So that would actually suck for us. I mean, I guess I would just try to opt into another mana leak. But we have 2, I think, in the entire deck. Yeah, we only have 2, so we would need to get pretty lucky. Yeah, I should have... Man, the more I think about it, the more I think that I should have put a Delta. If we go to end step, I think I'm going to only use one of these opts. Unearth the Abbot. Force that. Seal of Fire is fine. Alright, that's rough. So now we can Mystic Sanctuary either the leak or the force and then opt into it. Mismatching seals too. Gross. So gross. Okay, so here comes the Lurrus, which we're obviously going to counter. I went to the dark side. Well, it's not the first time that I'm playing. This is Know Thy Enemy, right? So we are on purpose playing decks that you know, we as Amulet players are likely to face, right? The whole idea behind this series is to basically make things to know, right? To know what we're going to be facing. Do I need to do the same thing here? gonna have to. So this could get a Watery Grave, or we could get another Mystic Sanctuary if there's something that I really need to counter. Sakama is a great deal with Lurrus. Facts. Mana Mystery. Those are just facts. Okay, so now we opt. Ugh. Phew. Alright, we dodge a bullet there. So we're right now at an virtual 9. I guess we just take it easy, right? Play the tap land here. Yeah, I think this is looking good so far. Our opponent can potentially just, you know, do... I mean, I guess they do have an Earth, so if they draw another Unearth, we would be in trouble. But even then, we can answer their thing again. The fact that they have a bubble and we don't is kind of a big deal, though. Let's see what this is. Abbot. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can we ask questions about bans? Yes, you can, Bernardo. What do you want to ask? Abbot into Abbot. Poggers. Into land. Oh. My opponent is the luckiest. Moldbeat with a 2-strong sub. Thank you so much, Moldbeat. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for sharing that Twitch Prime love. Appreciate it a lot. Do you think any cards must be banned in Modern? Probably this guy. I would honestly just I would errata the companion mechanic. I think that's just a nicer way to do it. So we're gonna make the discard deal 2 damage here. I think that's just a nicer way to do it, and it kind of achieves the same thing. Discarding Lava Dart is pretty nice value. But I don't think that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna Lurrus here. Black. We're gonna get back a Seal of Fire. Get our guaranteed value. Seal can kill the Abbot. Probably is gonna seal our Lurrus, it's fine. We can put K command on top. Well, we got there. We certainly got there. So... damn, so that's gonna be 2, 3... Seal Fire for 2, okay. Oh, they have light up the stage? That's gross. Gross. Yep. Okay, so that's actually game. Wow, we get outground by Abbots and Lurrus's. I mean, to be fair, we flooded disgustingly, right? So I guess it's not that unlikely that we lost this game. Whew, that's pretty good. Oh, these are the exiled cards. Never mind. I guess I was looking at the wrong cards. If they had exiles both of this, we would be dead, but they didn't. So that's cool. Okay, so taking 5 here. Okay, so this is 2 +1 from the lava darts. At this point, it kind of feels like I have to draw into Cryptic Command. Can Kolaghan's command do it? Like K command, bring this back, kill this. We just die to the Soul Scar mages. That's not it. But I don't think the Snapcaster is doing anything though. So I kind of want to opt. Mystic Sanctuary, K command on top, we draw. No, I don't think that's gonna do it. We just need to draw into a Cryptic. And then we have to change some nice Cryptics. Cryptic. So we steal this guy. I guess this is actually a better, because like we can just draw into a Cryptic with this, plus then some. Like this Snapcaster doesn't matter, so this is just a free attack. Because I'm not going to be able to do anything here, right? One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I need to draw into exactly Cryptic Command. Hold. Cryptic. We have 3 that we're drawing towards. Cryptic. Yeah, we're done now. Oof, brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right, so brutalities we want. Dead of Winter, this. Gustos we also want. Might as well just look at tokens into Sakama. Now that is good thinking right there. Spell snare, sorry, only tags abbots, so I think we're gonna cut them. Why Hove when you want Sakama? That's fair. Just good deck building. Pushes seem pretty important. Inquisitions are kind of medium. Now that I'm bringing Brutality, I can probably cut the Inquisitions. Mage's Charm seems a little bit rough. I mean, repeatable sweeper is pretty good. It's just so mana intensive. Yeah, I think it's just too slow. All right, another day, another Lurrus mirror. Props to the correct art, Metalik. Yeah, for sure. We don't have the correct art. We don't have the correct art opt, unfortunately. which is rough. I think I'm just going to... I've been doing pretty well in events lately, so I am kind of molar rich right now, so I think I'm just going to spend the unnecessary amount of money in order to pimp my in order to pimp my deck. I could play some scales. I'm assuming that you are referring to me as the modern god, first of all, for which I thank you, and second of all, then I think I could actually play some scales. That deck is definitely up my alley for sure. Yeah, we can probably do some scales. Oh yeah, we definitely want to shuffle that away. Play a tapped water grave? I guess we can do, yeah, tapped water grave seems better. Bubble is actually a great draw there. Oh, that's pretty good too. It allows me... Bubble allows me to get guaranteed value from Lurrus, and now Brutality allows me to get guaranteed value from my numerous lands that I'm drawing, so that's nice. Being able to turn my lands into cards, pretty sweet. Okay. The fact that they didn't play Swift Spear before doing this is just amazing for me. Nope. Yeah, I guess the Osolith has done really a lot of work to make Hardened Scales better. Everybody's playing the fetch land bubble interaction now. It's really funny. If you didn't know that one before, for sure you do know it now. Hi Scato, thank you for the follow. Nihil Spellbomb, that's pretty rough actually. Okay. We can slam the Lurrus. If we slam the Lurrus, we're denying my opponent the draw from the Nihil Spellbomb. And then they're gonna use the Seal of Fire, but they didn't miss a land drop. I think I'm into that actually. Next turn we can hold up Cryptic. Okay, so now if they don't want me to draw, they need to crack this right now. They don't. That honestly seems a little bit greedy to me, because now I can just have this bubble chill in here. Oh. Yeah, I guess now they can get rid of the Lurrus. That's probably fine. Drawing Eclipse. That sucks. Another Astrolabe. So I guess we're just gonna have to win the game with mediocre Snapcaster beats. I guess we can also shock a bunch. Okay, they're finally gonna get to cash in that light up the stage. We know about the Black Cliff Cleaves that they have in hand. Yeah, there we go. They clearly had this because of how they played out their previous turn. Okay, so we're gonna be saving up this push for the Goifo. I don't think he's nice. So I think I want a Brutality plus Leak. And I think I'm gonna pitch the Astrolabe. 2 modes. -2/-2, make them discard. Nice. Okay, so the last card in hand is a Bloodstained Mire. We know... so what we can do is we can just play a tapped Vents here, pass the turn. We can use push to push this, or we're probably going to be pushing the Goif. And then we actually have Mana Leak to answer the Lurrus or Cryptic. What's the Mire? Seal of Fire. Should I push here? I think I should push here. Like this thing is going to continue dealing me damage, so... I guess the best thing I could draw here is probably a K command. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... They attack. I am going to do this, get a Mystic Sanctuary, attempt to put Fatal Push back on top of my deck. I will imagine that my opponent is going to Nihil Spellbomb here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get back Lurrus in response to the Spellbomb trigger. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we're going to be taking this damage, I guess, now that my opponent didn't do anything. Okay. This game is turning out to be super interesting. Okay, so here comes the Lurrus. My options include to K command I think I'm going to K command, make them discard, return target creature. This is going to force This is going to force the crack of the spell bomb, and now the Lurrus is going to be gone forever. But at least we're going to be guaranteed to discard the card from their hand, which is nice. Discard Brutality? Weird. Now we can push the go if we're holding up Cryptic. Counter draw. Not bad. As long as the last card is not exactly an Earth, we should be good. Alright, cool. Last card was not exactly an Earth. Bubble. What you draw in? Soulscar Mage. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna beat them down with their own Soulscar Mage. That's pretty fitting. Well, I guess that they have the Seal of Fire. Snappy is nice. This deck is pretty cool. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm having fun with it a lot. I'd like to take your Soulscar Mage, please and thank you. Swing for one. Winning. So we have access to Snap Cryptic at this point, which is nice. Thoughtseize. I'm gonna play Snapcaster, we're gonna target Cryptic Command. And then we're going to let the Thoughtseize resolve. Two damage for free, I'm into it. So what we can do here is we can bounce our own Astrolabe and draw a card. Which seems pretty great, honestly. Turn target permanent to Sona's hand, draw a card. I'm not returning the Snapcaster, obviously, because, you know, Seal of Fire. But I could also return Mystic Sanctuary. I think this is just better. Sure, so my things die, that's cool. So we can now put a K command on top and bring back the Snappy. Seems pretty solid. Abbot of Carol Keep. We can just counter this. I think that we need to get more value. I think that we need to get more value from our cards. Sweet, they whiffed. Oh, in the MSL? Yeah, I beat Caleb on Neobrand yesterday. After he whiffed on game 1. Damn it, Neobrand. Opponent concedes. They've had enough. Understandable. Astro Ren is a brew mine, which is this deck. It uses Astral Drift alongside. I have multiple videos of this in my YouTube if you want to check it out. But it's like red and 6 comboing with Forgotten Cave and Tranquil Thicket. So you are cycling with Astral Drift. And Astral Drift allows you to get a bunch of value from your ETB triggers, or you can, yeah, I want to keep this, or you can have like complete control of the board thanks to being able to exile your opponent's threats as well. Being around the Astral Ren, yeah. I mean, basically my options were either Amulet, because I lost 5-color Niv. 5-color Niv is gone, unfortunately. I lost to Drake on the first week. So I have Astral Ren and Amulet left, and the version of Amulet that I'm playing only had like 1 Grafdigger's Cage, while this version had multiple cages, Damping Sphere, and we have removal for Brand and Avon Mind Sensor, which are all solid cards against Neobrand. And Amulet just didn't really have any cyber cards. So like I knew that I was with both decks, I'm like a very, very, very big underdog on game 1. But Astral Ren actually gave me a real shot at winning the cyber games. So should I Blood Crypt Seal of Fire here? I could also just play Delta tapped. Opt on the top. It's gonna be tough to have time for Opt. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a Seal of Fire here. I am the enemy. Yeah, game 3 I had the nuts. I really did. Hopefully they play like a Goyf here, thinking that it's safe because they took my push, but I just drew another one. And I can also just gust the Goyf anyway, so... Yep, sweet. Would love to see some lands here. Would love to see some lands. Where's about to cast a 19-month subscription? Brutal. I'm just gonna push you. Push you. We've been pushed. Abbott. It's pretty good. Hitting the land drop. Opponent confirmed Luxac. Confirmed Luxac. Seal of Fire. Okay. Trying to hit a land drop here. No land drop. I think we really need to hit a land drop. I'm never lucky though. As everybody in chat can attest. I'm just never lucky. Gonna light up a stage now. God damn it. I was doing so well. Being able to prevent them from lighting up the stage. That's very rough. That's super rough. K9, thank you. K9, I appreciate it. Okay, so they can play like a Tarn and a Soulscar Mage. Only one card left in hand. Only one card left in hand. We find a land. Land. Sweet. So... I'm gonna play Spellbomb and I guess we're gonna gust one of these dudes. Probably this guy. I guess I should have gusted it main phase. So if our opponent wants to put no, because this allows me to leave up Mana Leak. So probably this is better. Seal of Fire is fine. And by them main facing that also means that they cannot get value from Lurrus. Okay, now they can. Which is probably what they're gonna do. They're at 7. Can we just drain them? So we take 4 here. Plus 4, it's 8. We're down to 6. It's kind of fine. Yeah, yeah, we just Mana Leak here. Also, this gets exiled for good. Mismatching seals of wrong editions is like the worst. The worst kind. Okay, so... Okay, things get interesting here, because my opponent has no more cards in hand. We can Brutality kill this, I guess. Lurrus is gone, we have Nihil Spellbomb. Should we drain? Using the other Brutality? Because we're gonna gust this. I guess we're going to gust this guy. Yeah, we're gonna gust. So we're gonna Brutality here. Yeah, so we're gonna do 2 modes. We're gonna do -2, and we're gonna drain them. Here and here. Pitching Brutality. We're going to... I think we're just going to... I kind of want... I think I want to fetch right now, though. So we can... Watery Grave... Yeah, so we're going to Mystic Sanctuary back in Brutality. Oh, no. Whoops. Well, that was a big punt. Woof. That was a brutal punt. I'm down to Mystic Sanctuary now, and oof. Oh, wow. That's really, really bad. Woo! Really, really bad. All right. Probably still fine here. Probably still fine. We are up on cards. We're gonna have a Lurrus. Our opponent kind of has nothing. It's pretty good. See what they're drawing. They're drawing a Brutality. Drawing Brutality. I kind of want to draw 2 here. If I draw 2 and I find the land, I can just gust this guy. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to control the Soulscar Mage. It kind of sucks because I allow. I'm giving, like, I know they're drawing a Brutality, which is mostly dead, but now I'm giving them value. So that's rough. We do have black already. We have black. I was thinking of Lurrus Seal of Fire. So my opponent kind of needs to find an Nihil Spellbomb, or this Lurrus is going to go nuts. Reveal those hand. Oh, I can also just counter this. What happens if I just counter this? Because that then they stay at 5, so it's kind of a 2-for-1. We take 2 plus 2. I'm not trying to get too cute here. I can just steal this. We steal this. That means that we're going to go down to 5, virtual 3. We're at virtual 3, so we die to a lightning bolt. But if we counter this, then we're still taking 2 from this, so we're still at a virtual 3. So I guess that it's better for me to gain control of this guy, because he clocks my opponent, yeah. Watching the guy who plays Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory, Harvey Weinstein guy, is super uncomfortable. Huh, interesting. Okay. Now my stupid Mystic Sanctuary is good to go. Okay, so if I play the Lurrus here, that forces the action. So it forces the action on the Seal of Fire, which effectively gains me life. I could not heal Spellbomb. I think it's better for me to bubble here. Also, I should have done this before. Whoops. Okay, so let's see what you're drawing. Soulscar Mage is what they're drawing. Okay, so we're just going to put Archmage's Charm on top. Okay, cool. Mystic Sanctuary, get back Archmage's Charm. Yes. Gust there. Probably gonna put it on the bottom, yeah. So we draw a Charm. Sure. Illustrally begin. Trigger Prowess. Nothing like killing your opponent with their own creatures. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Well, that is... yeah, we're gonna counter that one. Now we have lethal. Oh, we missed lethal. That's true, that's true, that's true. Okay, now we're not gonna miss lethal. I mean, is it really a punt if you have Lock It Up anyway? What a master in advanced BM. Yeah, I mean, basically my line was a little bit better because it allowed me to win for a little bit longer. You know? But at that point, like, we know, like, we have Archmage's Charm on top of the deck. Like, we know that we're 100% to win, so, I mean, I did miss lethal. I did miss lethal. For what's worth. That excuse doesn't cut it. Shut up, Jose. No companion from my opponent. It's like we're winning already. If I destroy the Lurrus player spirits, they may stop playing. Exactly. This is all a very, very elaborate trick to basically vanish Lurrus from the metagame. Okay, not bad, not bad. Abundant growth. But they're not playing your... oh, wow. My opponent is playing Yorion, but they failed to reveal the companion. Oh, that's a brutal punt. Yikes. That's a brutal mistake for them. Man, that really sucks. Emery. That's pretty effing good. Yeah, okay, so we have to give them a pirate spellbomb, unfortunately. Because I can't afford to have them... okay, and the bubble, I guess. But I can't afford for them to be able to just cast an Ursa here. That's how I lose. Got a bubble. You need to crack the bubble first. You don't have enough fodder, opponent. I think they're trying to cast Uro. But if they do, we just mana leak the Uro and then we... nothing? Okay. Yeah, that's probably nice. Sure. And I think we're going to Nihil Spellbomb here. I guess we could just Nihil Spellbomb right now. And just not pay the black mana. Like, we already have enough card advantage. We already have enough card advantage, so I don't think that we need even more. And like this effectively answers the Emery. And the Uro. Another Emery, you got it. So my opponent basically discarded the card there, which is great for us. Pirate Spellbomb. We can force this. Is that too greedy? That's definitely way too greedy. I guess this is fine. Sure. So what happens if my opponent resolves an Urza? What happens if they resolve Urza next turn? Can we beat it? Because I'm definitely interested in killing this and making the discard. I think I'm gonna do that, I guess. Black, red. Like if I had another land in hand, I would probably not do this because I can wait one more turn and I can make it so my opponent cannot. So we can protect ourselves with Mana Leak. It seems we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Now we're gonna be able to force Beachy Force. So basically we just die to Spreading Seas. Jeez. So my money is to have Urza right now. And they don't. Right, that's cool. So we're probably end step gonna steal their Gilded Goose. Spell Snare is kind of a blank in this matchup. Just I could also just draw 2. Is drawing 2 better? Yeah, I think drawing 2 is better. And if they attempt to Cryptic, Rebuke. Sure. Actually, Spell Snare has literally no targets in this matchup. Their curve goes from 1 to 3, which is funny. Yep. Also gonna exile that one. So now it's me plus my companion. Oh no! Damn it! Wanted to push that. Playing against Uro by using this Gallblast is fine. So 0 cards versus virtual 4 cards, and they are drawing a Scully Tarn. So I'm gonna say the word. There we go. Sounds about right. Yeah, definitely my opponent lost that that match only because they forgot to reveal their companion, which is pretty brutal. It's a tough way to go, but it is what it is. Gustos, pretty good against Uro. That's really about it. Yeah, Dark Saga. We're experimenting with Counter Magic Amulet. Is a new hotness. Oh, Spell Snares cannot leave quickly enough. Explosives can help you a lot. Yeah, I can see bringing in explosives, maybe over a couple of pushes. I think Seal of Fire is better than push. Push does answer Ursa though, which is very nice. No 8th card, exactly. Can't overcome the 8th card. Alright, now we actually have a game in our hands. Keeping this hand. Mana is definitely a little bit awkward, but... The 3 mana, 1 mana creature. Yeah, it's a classic. Land. It's not a land. Sure. Uso? That's brutal. Do I need to opt here? I think I can't afford to opt. I think I just have to Thoughtseize. Oh wow, they have nothing? I mean, they're probably gonna top like Ursa right about now, so. Play the island, play the goose. Just casually drawing an Uro, it's fine. That's fine, we have the spell one, so we don't care too much about that guy. Okay, so they have the counter spell on top, have a rebuke on top, but not just yet. Okay, so opt. Bottom that, we need lands. God damn it. Opt. Okay, that's a land. It's one of the worst lands, but it's a land. So I guess that we use the discard spell now while the get is good. Oh no, we have to be careful with Uro. So if I Seal of Fire, Mikey XA, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold for the 6th month in a row. Thank you for sharing that Twitch Prime love. Appreciate it. Yeah, we can burn their goose, but their goose feeds the Uro. So that's like if they draw a fetch land, I guess. Wendland, thank you for the follow. So I'm considering just using this turn to play the Spell Bomb. Next turn we can use Inquisition to bait out the Rebuke. So another drawing the Rebuke. So they didn't have anything this. Yeah, I guess I'm actually gonna go with this. Seal of Fire and kill the goose. Because like we know they're drawing a Rebuke. And the fetch land is not enough to get back the Uro this turn. So their hand is Rebuke. They're going to draw Galvanic Blast next turn. Okay. So... how can we set this up in the best possible way? So I think we lead on Inquisition. They're gonna rebuke it, probably. Oh, we're not gonna pay. Nope. Then we're gonna play Nihil Spellbomb. And now we're going to pass the turn. Interesting game for sure. Okay, so now that they use the red source, now we can cycle our Nihil Spellbomb. So if their last card in hand is a land, we get super wrecked here, but we also otherwise, yeah, otherwise we're looking really, really good. Because now they wasted their Guile Blast. They're drawing an Astrolabe. Land. God damn it. Interesting game, super interesting game. There we go. Astrolabe is good. So if they don't do anything, I think end step I'm gonna steal their Gilded Goose. It allows you to start getting value. Alternatively, I could draw 2. I think they're stealing their stuff is just better. So now we can start like out raising the Icefang Quaddle, which is hilarious. And we have double Mana Leak to counter one of to counter the Yorion. Make food and step. Oh, Astrolabe, you silly, silly card. Oh, Astrolabe, you silly, silly card. Emery? That's fine, we have Nihil Spellbomb. So let's draw 2. It's gonna be a rebuke. I think I'm fine trading cards here. When I have 2. Veil? Veil is brutal. God damn it. Okay, that was a really good exchange for our opponent. That was a super, super good exchange for them. Oh, now you show up? Now you show up, Dispute? God damn it. I guess if I activate Spell Bomb now... Yeah, but if I wait, that taps the Emery. Like I can draw exactly a land. Yeah, so in response to that, something to say about that one. Gonna put God Blast on top. It's fine. I'm very much into my opponent denying themselves a draw step. Maybe I'll put them top the Veil. That would make a lot more sense. Okay, so they have a Veil on top now. So Emery's tapped. They don't have the Veil in hand, however. Snake keeps getting in there. Draw 2. Sweet. Opt. Okay, so black 1. Play Lurrus. Going to play a Nihil Spellbomb, I think. It effectively answers the Emery while being a land drop, and we can still leak plus dispute with the mana that we have here. Now they do draw the Veil, so I guess they need double Veil here. If they have double Veil, we're in trouble, but gonna dispute here. Now we're going to mana leak the Veil of Summer. Got him. The only thing now is that Yorion is enabled, right? Like my opponent has 0 cards and I have reasonable. Wow. GG's nice draws is my opponent's comment, of course. Because it was all luck, you know? Me playing properly having nothing, absolutely nothing to do with me winning the game. I just got lucky, obviously. But yeah, I mean, the first time they did not reveal Yorion, and the second time they kind of forgot that Yorion existed because they were far from dead at that point. Like, if I don't have an answer to the Yorion, they just draw, what, like 4 cards or something? Charm Emery, they only paid 1 for it, so it counts. Yeah, that's not how it works. Would keep himself in unit. Yeah, but I mean, that's the problem with Tilt, right? That is the problem with Tilt. The fucking Shuffler. Yeah, I know, right? Damn it. The Shuffler really got me. My opponent playing well and trading their resources properly and like outplaying me had nothing to do with them winning. Absolutely nothing. It was all luck. She's changing my nice guy. That's a great comment, Stabs. I mean, if I had a wife though, like, which there's no actual evidence of that anywhere, right? So nobody really knows, and it's honestly just impossible to know even. Three and 0. I've been enjoying these control decks, man. It's a lot of fun. It's so different from playing Amulet, and it's just so refreshing in that sense. Like the play patterns, what we play around, how we sideboard, like all that stuff. As like it's as far from Amulet as you can go, basically, which makes the whole thing so much fun for me. It's like I'm playing a completely different deck. So I think this is actually, since we're on the play and we have multiple things that we can do on turn 1, well, I guess that we can just play the bubble, play the Flood, trying to just say go. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. So we're going to play Floodstrand, play bubble, and just say go. We're going to see what my opponent does. Katria Triumph. So this could be Amulet, Nihil Spell. Yeah, we like whatever this is, we probably don't want the Nihil Spell one. What is opponent's companion? They did not reveal the companion. Well, we imagine they're playing one of those decks that don't play companions. Steam Vents here, we're gonna play the Seal of Fire. Because next turn I'm gonna be holding up Archmage's Charm, and then from the rest of the game I'm just gonna be holding up Cryptic. So this is like the turn where I can actually play something to the board. And this is actually great because of Dryad, right? Because if my opponent is actually playing a Dryad deck, okay, so they're playing Scapeshift, it looks like. This actually enables Revolt for my Fatal Push, which is pretty funny. You mean Pauper. And Standard 2 years from now. I wonder if I should have just slammed the Lurrus there. I mean, obviously right now it makes me think that I wish I had, but... I mean, this should be a right to say companion, yeah. You and the restriction should be you must be playing 4 cards named Primeval Titan in your deck in order for this to be your companion. Yeah, I think that on that previous turn I should have just slammed Lurrus and gotten back my bubble. That might have been a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't cost me. To win Amulet every single game, yep, living the dream. Living the dream. Okay, Growth Spiral. This seems to be like the Scapeshift deck that I played against yesterday. To get 4 Summoners back on turn 3 to win a mirror yesterday. That was the first. That's insane. That's a lot of Summoners backs. Okay. So we're dead already. Just slamming Scapeshift. Yeah, I mean. I'm gonna attempt to counter it. It's probably not gonna work. But that's it. That just worked? They just slammed the Scapeshift just because? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, so their last card is a Growth Spiral. We know that. Scapeshift sounds like a great song title. Okay, so we're going to play this and pass. So Growth Spiral, and now Growth Spiral plus Scapeshift is my opponent's entire hand here. They can Growth Spiral into exactly a land. So what? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Archmage's Charm on top. Instead of using Cryptic, because this allows me to also play around the Udo. Wait a second. So it's better for me to Cryptic here. I think like I should Cryptic counter draw. I mean, we die to Remand anyway. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna Growth Spiral. If they find Remand, we're in trouble. I think this uses my mana better, and I guess I'd rather just make sure that, okay. They did play the Triumph instead of Cycling. Okay, that's great for us. Okay, so I think from here we should be able to win. So 1, 2, 3. Mishra's Bubble. See the top of the deck. Join a Cryptic. That's pretty good. Okay, so I guess that we're gonna have to just crack this for no value. Exile their yard. Pass the turn. Cat, get in there. Okay, I feel like I just need to hit my land drops here. So we're gonna try to do that. Sweet. Pass the turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So you can Cryptic plus Archmage's Charm at this point. I actually don't like this, because I'm not going to use my mana instead. Hudson, with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back to the Prime Snore for the 3rd month in a row. Or 3rd subscriber of the day. Thank you so much, Hudson. I think I'm gonna draw 2 here. They can cryptic me. That's okay. Remand. Spell Snare. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make sure that I can use my mana on my opponent's turn. And you see that my opponent does not tap out in there, which makes sense. They're drawing Scapeshift. Brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're fine here. I think I made a mistake though. I wanted to actually put back the Archmage's Charm. That's fine. I mean, having access to full, perfect information about what's going on is kind of a big deal, honestly. I mean, it's pretty freaking great. Counter target spell. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Malik. Should be GG's. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent was trying to do there, but all right. So Aether Gusts, Disputes, Forces, Thoughtseizes. Seal Fire seems bad. Push seems horrendous. Tuna has Helm is probably fine. Snares look pretty good. I'm not too much into the K command, but I need to have a way to get back Lurrus if they happen to kill it somehow, which they're probably able to kill it with like Lightning Bolt or whatever. Anything else? I was honestly considering cutting an Astrolabe. The fact that Opt allows me to play at instant speed is kind of a big deal. Maybe we should just cut a Cryptic. It's just too expensive. We're bringing in a bunch of more efficient counter magic. This hand looks pretty good. Like this hand. Perfect mana. Search for Tomorrow. My opponent didn't draw a single Search for Tomorrow in the previous game. I wonder if they're just not playing the card. Never mind. That answers my question. Thank you for the follow, Seapice. Farsight. So it looks like they're just not playing Steve and they're playing Growth Spirals instead of Steve. This card actually looks very good in Scapeshift. Not surprised that the deck has started implementing that card. Should we Gust here? How can we get God if we Gust here? The problem is, like, if this resolves, like, this Mana Leak is just losing value so quickly, it's insane. So I'm just gonna opt in step. We'll have to find like a Mystical Dispute or something like that. I hate our life totals. We're basically winning right now. If they want to remand, I'm fine with that. Again, I'm just trying to get value from this Mana Leak, which is losing value dangerously quickly. Okay, just remand me, that's okay. Hey Antigrip, how's it going? The opponent is playing Temur Scapeshift. Rug Scapeshift, sorry. Which is probably a pretty awful matchup for us. Obstinate Baloth. Wow. Put it on top. Okay. So if they put that on top, that means that we're going to have a repeat of the turn that we just saw, because I'm going to Mystic Sanctuary the Aether Gust and put it back on top. And they only have 2 green sources. Cycling Triumph, okay, never mind. Yeah, honestly, Triumph sounds like such a great addition to the Scapeshift. I hadn't even thought about it when I saw the card. I guess I'm gonna counter and draw. Just use my bigger spell. Probably not resolving. Wow, it did. Well, that's amazing for us. That's very, very good. Okay. So I don't really want to Lurrus. So I think I'm just going to do this and just pass the turn. So we have Mana Leak plus Gust plus Cryptic right now. We won game 1. Anti-Crypt. We won game 1. Aether Gust. Yeah, we lose to a dispute here. They're trying to remand their own Scapeshift. I think Can we mana leak this? Oh no, I should have mana leaked the Scapeshift. Oh, that was a bad punt, actually. So if I had mana leaked this, that would have been a lot better for us. Because that means the remand has no real targets and it fizzles. Feels bad, man. So we're gonna opt here, trying to draw into other counter spell. That's not it, I don't think. Another opt. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we can... Is this the turn that we go for Lurrus? Because we can play Lurrus, bubble, put Gust back on top. No, I don't think that we can. We are going to put Gust back on top here, but I don't think that we can Lurrus just yet. So whatever. So now we have Gust plus Cryptic. If they don't do anything, we just opt end step. Gust this. Put it on top again. That's a bingo right there. Sweet. So they're going to draw again, Scapeshift, which we are going to counter with, attempt to counter with Cryptic. And now we also have Force of Negation backup, so counter target spell. Oh, counter target spell. Return target permanent. Even if they have a remand there, we got it covered. It's not a good draw though. Black 1. Lurrus. Mishra's Bubble. Let's see what you're drawing. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that's kind of awkward, but that's fine. Because if my opponent leads on Lightning Bolt, can we afford to counter it? Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I think we just let it go. Because it's pretty reasonable for them to have another Scapeshift in hand, right? So if I use my mana to counter this, then we just die to the Scapeshift. Guess we're gonna do that one. This guy knows what's up. This guy right here, who's got 2 thumbs and knows what's up. This guy. The reads, man. The sick reads, man. Of course, they draw the best possible draw right there. Why wouldn't they draw the perfect one over there? Of course, I got absolutely lucky, right? I just got super lucky to you know, I just got lucky, and that's why I saw that line, you know. That's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be countering. Yeah, I think we just do this instead. It's crazy how Frank actually gets first 1 5 votes in leagues with new decks. If I try to take our league, I would 0-5 or 1-4. I mean, it's just like I've been around the block. They have exactly enough to do this twice. That's gross. They don't have the second resource though. Thank you so much for the cheers tabs. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're not so close to triggering this. They could be able to eventually. And here we're probably going to Cryptic bounce my Sanctuary when they attempt to Uro. Counter, bounce this. Yeah, Remand. Force of Negation. Force your force. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ugh, that sucks. I'm exactly 1 mana short. Easy. Easy. All right, so black, red, 1. Return target creature 2 damage. Yeah. So return target creature. Two damage to you. Then, oh, I tapped wrong. Oh, I'm so stupid. Whoops. All right. Messed that up. All right. So for every great play that I make, there's always a pun. that's just waiting to be made. You know what I'm saying? Guess we can play around dispute, so that's cool. God damn it, they're totally gonna have Throne of Force there. I had all the mana and everything. It's so sad. It's so sad that I couldn't do this because I tapped my mana wrong. Oh, silly me, silly me. That's okay, that's okay. I mean, it's kind of gonna be, it's a little bit of the same, right? They either have the counter spell for this or they don't. So they need to have drawn like a... Alright, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna draw Cryptic. So we play the cat. Measures Bubble. See what they draw. Growth Spiral. Now we just counter everything they do for the rest of the game. So counter target spell, return target permanent. We know what they're drawing and we can counter it. So bubble. Sanctuary, get back Cryptic, yes, let's see what you draw. Kitria Triumph. That really sucks. That's actually a great draw for them. Exactly, because now they get to trigger Valakut. God damn it. We can fizzle this trigger by bouncing this, but if we do that, then we don't have them on the lock any longer. That's such a great draw for them. Let's think. So this only draws. Yeah, we can bounce the cat too, but again, if I do that, then I don't have them on the lock anymore. I think it's worth doing though. Okay, we have a Gusto. Black, 1. Bubble. Let's see what they're drawing. Lightning Bolt. Well, that one we don't care about. We have the answer to that one. Snappy. Okay, that's great. Because this allows me to get going again, right? Because now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We have 2 cryptics in the graveyard, don't we? Oh, we only have 1? No, we have 2. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. We're good. We're good. All right. We're good. We're good, chat. So, Snapcaster. Yeah, we got this one locked up. Cryptic Command. We also speed up the clock to a 2-turn clock now. Yeah. Just casually playing for the 5-0. Don't mind me. Just don't mind me. I'm just casually playing for the 5-0 here. Long league. Long league. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, we're still not done. This deck is something. This deck sure is something. It's crazy how good this deck has felt for a deck that has basically no win conditions. You have literally 3 ways to win the game. I guess it's 4. It's not like you can even like snap bolt somebody out of the game because we're only playing Seal of Fire. It's so hilarious. 38% of landers needed for the Sakapa League. Can't wait. Oh man. The Dino. The Dino will the Dino be back? Will the Dino be back? This deck is legit. This deck is legit. Lurrus Seal is the new Bolt Snap Bolt. That's great. That is so great. This deck is pretty sweet though. Okay, can we get that 5-0? Can we get that 5-0? Whew. Let's do it. Okay, we're playing against the companion deck. Lurrus. The Lurrus Mirror? Lurrus Mirror. Sure. Keep here. Ugh, mono red. Okay, that's good for us. I mean, are you ever supposed to keep a hand that goes turn 1 cycle crash through? It just feels like you should never be keeping those kind of hands. I think we're going to fetch right now for a Water Grave and pass the turn. What this does is it doesn't allow my opponent to... like, basically they will need double Swift Spear. But now if they have if they top like a Swift Spear of the Crash Through or something, now I can opt and I can also push. But it doesn't enable, like if I need to push a Swift Spear, it doesn't enable the one that spectacle, the one that makes it cheaper for them. The Morphos is fine. Have you thought about adding Croxa to the deck? We could add Croxa. It's just it hasn't felt. Wait, what? I just copied this list from Harlan Firer, and he just wasn't playing it, so I didn't really ask too many questions. I just didn't play it. Now we're gonna fetch for Steve Vance, I think. Okay. Here comes the light up the stage. Yeah, Pirate. I think Pirate Spell was just going a little bit too deep, in my opinion. Alright, and thank you for the follow. Like, 2 mana is so much more than just 1, you know? It's so much more mana. Should we steal it? Pog. Steal their spell one. Poof. Value. Bubble is nice. Bubble is quite nice actually. So I can bubble here. I can bubble myself. Snook or Swamp. Okay, so we can shuffle that away, get an island. And now we draw a fresh card. Seems pretty solid. No, not the best, but whatever. Mana more for... Okay, my opponent's draw is just a complete mess. My opponent's draw is just awful. It's so bad. Sure. So even if they cast Lurrus here, they cannot get value from it. So I think we're just gonna do this. I'd rather get rid of the draw too. If they have another one, we kind of get a little bit blown out, but that's fine. Thank you for the follow, to pay 23. Toop 23 to pay. Yeah, so clear their hand is pretty much non-functional over there, which is good for us, of course. So this stuff is gonna find a Bloody Crypt. So yeah. What do I think about Lutri in Modern? It's fun. It's probably good. It's probably good enough. At least it's certainly playable, right? That is 100% for sure. It is definitely playable. should we just steal here? Yeah, I guess we can. Because we still have the mana leak for the Lurrus anyway, so. It's okay. Archmage's Charm on top. Okay. That's an early concession, but whatever. I'll take it. Okay, Gustos, we want. Brutalities, we want. Dead of Winter, we also want. Spell Snare, we don't want. You can counter like Abbot and stuff. I did cut the Inquisition. What else did I cut? I think I cut one of the Cryptics. Yeah, I did think about explosives, but it felt a little bit weird. How do we win with this deck? I don't know, but we're currently 4-0, so we've been figuring out a way to win. We've been able to figure out a way to win multiple times. Now you just win by like accruing like ridiculous amount of card advantage and value, and then just eventually beating them down with the Lurrus and a Snapcaster Mage. But yeah, most of our opponents have just conceded out of boredom. Oh yeah, that's what we actually took out. We took out some of the forces. We took out all of the forces actually. But yeah, boring opponent to death has been a pretty solid win condition. Also, we have not been mulliganing a lot, to be fair. Like, just all of your hands kind of look the same, and all of your hands are just keepable. As long as you don't get... Ooh, that's brutal. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ball myself, looking for another fetch land. There's a Cryptic Command on top. Yeah, that's not something I can keep. So we're going to be taking some damage from this Soulscar Mage, which is really annoying. I wish we weren't, but I don't think I can afford to not do this right now. Okay, give me another land. Bad. This is also one of the reasons why I think EE is kind of awkward. Like EE is going on 100% of the time, and like Astrolabe is actually kind of important for us as a way to help us fix our mana, which is not very good. Oh wow, this is a very strong draw from our opponent. Hopefully they take like the explosives. That would be the best thing for us. I mean, it is a 2-for-1. I guess Opt is another interesting thing for them to consider, because Opt actually makes it... Yeah, okay, so they took the explosives. So if we don't find a land here, never lucky. I think I have to opt for a land, unfortunately. Sweet. And... I probably have to get a Water Grave here. Like I have to get my mana going, right? And like one Astrolabe is not gonna be enough to fix things, so I'm just gonna get a Water Grave here. I'm gonna have to shock. And I'm going to take this chance to kill the Soulscar Mage. We get God by Mutagenic Growth, but at this point I'm just not playing around stuff anymore. Okay, they didn't have it. Mutagenic Growth or Gutshot obviously would have been the only cards that would have gotten me there. Thoughtseize is fine. I wonder what they take here. Probably the push, maybe Gust. There's also an argument for the Nihil. So, oh, the Snapcaster Mage. Wow. I guess my opponent wants to play a longer game. Wait, what? That is really confusing. Getting hella gusted over here, opponent. You're getting hella gusted. They put the Swifty on top. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I'm not cracking these cards because like my opponent is actually a little bit stuck on mana, so I suspect that they are going to eventually just give up on use the Nihil Spellbomb, probably on my end step here. They don't. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll take one. Push over there. I'm gonna crack Spellbomb end step, I think. And then we're just gonna play the Lurrus and black Nihil Spellbomb, crack it. And the playing the Lurrus should probably force my opponent to use their mana. Dead of Winter. Interesting. It's also pretty nice. So they have to crack Nihil Spellbomb now, and our bubble's still gonna be fine. So we're gonna be able to replay the bubble to draw 2. Is Sarcom essential? Yes, it fixes your mana. It allows you to do all the greedy things, right? Without Astrolabe, we would not be able to do all the greedy stuff that we're doing right now. There's a Goyf on top. Okay. We can beat Goyf. Especially when it's a 1-2. No blocks. They have nothing? Wow, they just have nothing. That's insane. Wow. Okay, light up the stage on top. So we can seal the Swift Spear. They're drawing light up the stage. If we steal the Swift Spear, the Goyf becomes a 2-3. If we get the... If we use Brutality, the Goyf also becomes a 2-3 or bigger. And funnily enough, we can't really use the discard mode on Brutality, because if they have an instant that we're forced to discard it, then we get got. So that sucks. What if we attack? We just make the Goyf an 0-2, and we attack. No, that doesn't make any sense. I really want to gain the life though. I really want to gain the life. Alternatively, we could just like suicide Lurrus, which would make I actually think I like that actually. Okay, so we're just gonna suicide the Lurrus here, and then I'm gonna Dead of Winter. Like our opponent missed the lander for 3 turns. We know that they have a light up the stage on top. And if we're able to answer my opponent's Lurrus, like the game just ends. Which I am able to. So no, like I know what they have on top. I already got the bubble back. This was the first thing that I did in the turn. So like we're fine. Yeah, I already did. So I think what we're just gonna do is we're just going to Lurrus attack, and then we're going to Dead of Winter, clear the board. And then I can Brutality to discard. Not even gaining life. The problem is I cannot do it before, right? So if they just jump with the Swift Spear, that's fine. It's like, it's Lurrus raising a Goyf, which we can do that very easily. If they double block, we put the Goyf first. Okay, they do nothing. Okay. So I guess that we have to lead here, because this puts a sorcery, which will make the Goyf a 2/3. And there's only sorcery. So we swipe the board, and now we can duress. Pog. My opponent has 2 uncastable cards in hand. So they're going to draw another light up the stage right now. Can't do anything. And now we're going to bubble them again, see what they draw. Okay, so they're going to get to draw a land finally. So we can duress them again. Take one of these light up the stages. Counter the other one. I guess that we can't really afford to counter it, right? Because we need to hold up the counter for the Lurrus, which is kind of a big deal there. We could draw 2 though. Man, these games are so interesting. There's so many things that we can do. It's awesome. So hopefully we draw something like a Mana Leak or an Aether Gust. Nihil Spell wouldn't be bad, and probably K-Command is our absolute best draw. Lands. Okay, lands are not horrendous. I guess that this answers Lurrus. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pass. We're probably gonna let the can we let light up the stage resolve? No, I guess that what we can do is we can just counter it, and then we can put the Archmage's Charm on top. That seems better. There's the cliff. Gonna hardcast this thing. We're gonna counter it. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, we probably shouldn't have countered this. I guess that it allows them to hit land drops. Yeah, I guess I'm okay countering it. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so Archmage's Charm on top. Yes. Pass the turn. Go to my turn. So we're gonna be both empty. if I do this. My top decks are probably a lot better than my opponents. So there's that. So I think I'm just gonna draw 2 right now. Yep, exactly. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to have more information to know if I should Cryptic or not, and now if I should Brutality, Delight Devastation or not, and now I know that I don't have to. Okay. Yeah, so now we're looking very good. So we're gonna find another island here. We're gonna counter bounce. Lock it up. I have no idea why my opponent is like doing this here. Like it's not like they have anything that they can do, right? Island. Counter, return this. Not a bad top deck. Not a bad top deck at all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can even draw 2 and Cryptic. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. Seems to me that this one is in the bag. 5-0, baby. 5-0. And we played some really cool matches. We played some very, very cool matches. Some really tight decisions. Yeah, Harlan. This deck is sweet, man. This deck is super sweet. We had some crazy matches. Like I letting my opponent kill my Lurrus when they were, because I suspected that they actually had that their last card in hand was a Scapeshift, and then we Thoughtseize them on the next turn and it was actually a Scapeshift. That was pretty insane. That was pretty insane. So here I'm just going to steal my opponent's Soulscar Mage and we're going to win with it. that's my win condition now. We finally found the win con. We finally found the win con, Chad. We got this now. Finally have a win con. All right, sweet. Thank you. We could trigger Prowess and stuff, but I think I'd rather hold on to this opt so we can draw into the Cryptic if we have to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is it? There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. All right, yeah, this deck is great. Big fan. Big fan. That was awesome. I'm not sure how this lines up against something like a Titan deck. Like this deck probably cannot be the Titan deck, and you probably also cannot be Tron, right? Harlan, give me some input here. Give me some input. Can you actually beat Tron or Amulet? Because it seems like you can't. You think Amulet is fine? Really? You think Amulet is fine with this deck? How do you beat it? Like what's your strategy against Amulet, for example? Like gusts and hoping? Just gust them? How do you beat Field of the Dead though? I mean, they're gonna get to Field of the Dead. Like you cannot stop Field of the Dead from happening. How do you beat it? You have the EE. Ugh. Sounds a bit sketch. Stag would probably be getting paper. You drag out game 1 and force the concession from opponent, and then win 1-0. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you have 1 engineered explosives. So you need to draw the 1 of engineered explosives before your opponent kills you with zombies, which they can tutor for. So thankfully Amulet is poopy. Wow. Wow, really? You come to my channel and you say that Amulet is poopy? Primetime is sad now. Primetime is sad. This deck is absolute gasoline though. This deck's great. I had a great time. Thanks, Rob. I don't even know what I would like. I could see something like Unmoored Ego. I feel like something like Unmoored Ego could fix some of your problems. Like for example, the Amulet problem gets fixed immediately if you have access to Unmoored Ego, right? So that is definitely interesting. It's something that we could consider. It also kind of fixes your Tron matchup as well. Like if your opponent is playing fair and just like playing 1 threat at a time, meaning if they don't have access to Tron, you probably have a great Tron matchup. The only way that I could see myself losing with this deck to Tron is if they go like, you know, turn 3 Karn and you don't have the mana leak or something like that. Or if they are able to get to a point where they just have a lot of mana and they are able to like play 3 threats in the same time. Because it wasn't particularly easy for us to double spell with this deck, especially when trying to cast the higher converted mana cost cards. We would get to 7-8 mana reliably, but this is like turn 13 or something, like turn 12. It's not like we're playing a regular control deck. Like with the Yorion control decks, by turn 7 we more often than not just have access to 7 mana, right? Because we are playing so many lands. With this deck, that is a lot different because we're actually not playing that many lands. We're only playing 22 in the 60 card deck. So hitting your first like 2 land drops is probably fine. Then the third one you need to cantrip into it, but in the fourth one we sometimes missed our 4th land drop, and we kind of got lucky a couple of times, like using Opt to just draw into what we needed. I think that thanks to Mystic Sanctuary, Opt is better than Serum Visions, which makes me pretty sad, honestly. Because like Serum Visions looks at more cards and it's nicer, but like if you're like, we saw it today when we would opt into trying to hit the land, we bottomed the card and we needed to immediately draw the land, so that makes things a little bit more awkward. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate that, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.